Yay, the last video for the week. And it's very simple. There's only 6 problems, and we're going to do them all together. Completing the quadratic web. This is really understanding that you can take this picture and come up with the equation over here. So this is a matching. Not every equation has a matching parabola. Okay, there's more equations than there are parabolas. But how are we going to come up with which equation goes with which parabola? Well, we're going to do what we did when we saw the tables and the pictures. We're going to take the opposite of what's happening. This is a -7, so I'm going to write +7. This is a +4, so I'm going to write -4. And that's my equation right there, right? If I said equals y, that would be my equation. And I come over here and none of the equations are written out like that. That's because they've gone through and the work has been done. So we're going to get x squared, 7x, -4x, and -28. So they're going to get x squared plus 7x minus 4x minus 28 combined like terms, x squared plus 3x minus 28. That equals y. And I can see that that one is right here, part B. Okay, so the easy thing to do is start out with setting up using your x-intercept, setting up the equation, and then you're multiplying it out, really, what we're doing. So let's see this next problem. We have a -6, so what's the opposite of -6? +6, and we have a -4, so the opposite of -4 is a +4. So let's multiply that one out. X plus 6, x plus 4, x squared, 6x, 4x, and 24. Anything with a 24? Oh, right here. So it's probably going to be that one. So we're going to get x squared plus, what does that add together? 6x plus 4x is 10x plus 24. Yep, there's part E right there. Pretty simple. All right. This one, x minus 3 is x plus 3, right? So we're going to do x plus 3, and it's a quadratic, so it's going to be squared. There's only one of them. Now notice I have over here x plus 3 squared and x minus 3 squared. How do I know it's the plus 3? Because you have to use the opposite of that number. So this is going to be A. Right here, the next one, we have the opposite of 0 is just 0, so you're going to get x plus 0 or minus 0. It doesn't matter. You're just going to have x, and then x minus 4, and we're going to multiply that out. So I could just do the distributive property right here, and you get x squared minus 4x. So let's look at our equations, and that's G, part 5, or number 5. Obviously, hopefully you guys can see this. Wait, you know what? This one opens down. What does that tell you when an equation opens down? That means that it's always going to be a negative. It's going to have a negative x squared plus blah, 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 whatever it's going to look like. Because this first term, right, see our equations over here? This one's going to open up, up, up. Oh, this one opens down because there's a negative. This one's positive, it opens up, it's 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 positive, it opens up. The only one that opens down is D, so I don't really have to do any work for that. I can just put D, but for fun, let's go ahead and go x plus 2, x minus 2, because that's a positive 2, so the opposite. And so you can see this, x2, x minus 2, you're going to get x squared, -2x, positive 2x, and -4. What happens when you multiply that together? X plus 2x, or you add that together. Minus 2x minus 4. These two terms are opposite. They cancel. You just get x squared minus 4. And there's nothing in by doing that equation that it tells you that that's a negative. So many of you might have done this problem and got G, but you know that it's negative, so it must open down. That's something that's very important to pay attention to. And this last one, what is that, a 1/2 or a 1/3? So 1/2 and 3/2, okay? So we're going to go x plus 1/2 and x minus 3/2. We're going to multiply that together. See, we need to make our little square. And what do we get? Make it a little bigger since there's some fractions. X 1/2, x negative 3/2. Get x squared, negative 3/2 x, 1/2 x. A negative times a negative is a positive. 3. Now how do you do that? That's 1/2 times negative 3/2. Negative 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so let's see. We're going to get x squared plus 1/2 x minus 3/2 x minus 3/4. Let's combine like terms. So we're going to get x squared. What's negative 3 plus 1? Negative 2 or negative 1. Let me write that over here. Negative 3/2 plus 1/2 equals negative 2/2, and negative 2 over 2 is 1, so that's why I'm putting a negative 1 right here. I'll put the negative 1 in there for you guys. Minus 3/4. Okay, there's my equation. So x squared minus 1x minus 3/4. Let's go back over here and look at our choices. There's nothing with fractions there. So let's go back to our problem and eliminate the fraction. To eliminate the fraction, you need to multiply everything by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply this side by the denominator, and I'm going to get, and I'm not worried about this one because this is like a 0, but we're just keeping it a y for our equation. Y equals 4x squared minus 4x minus 3. Okay, so now if we go look at our choices, I believe that is I, part I. So that's how you match equations. There, on the quiz for this week, there are questions like that. I believe I made it easy where you just have to, if you know how to set up the equations like this, then you'll be able to, you won't have to do all of the math. But just be careful, you might have to do some multiplying. Have a great day. We have finished week 10. So now you just need to do your Delta maths and take the quiz. Have a great day.